Hello, I'm Logan. What is your name?
Tony Smith,
Where are you from?
Fairview, Michigan, small town in northern Michigan.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
Just before my 33rd birthday.
Where were you on September 11th, 2001?
I was working in an office in Dearborn, Michigan.
Did you ever visit the World Trade Center before 2001?
Not before that, no.
Did you ever visit the Pentagon?
I have not.
How did you find out about the attacks?
I was in a business meeting with a colleague. He was from Florida, and he received a phone call from his wife, who was watching the events of the day at home in Florida, and she called him, and we interrupted the business meeting and found a television in the building, and we went and watched the events of the day.
What is your most vivid memory from that day?
Because we are so close to the metro airport, I remember going outside and looking up in the air as we'd heard the order that the government had ordered all planes on the ground as quickly as possible. And I remember looking in the air and just seeing dozens and dozens and dozens of airplanes in the sky circling Metro Airport, trying to get down as quickly as they could. That made it feel very real when you could see that happening.
Have you ever visited any of the 9/11 memorials?
I have not.
What did you think of the government's reaction to the attacks?
I think they did what they could. Getting every plane in the country down on the ground as quickly as possible is quite a monumental task, and I'm actually impressed that they did it so quickly.
Do you agree with the decision to invade Afghanistan, and why?
Well, we had to make a move. I don't know if it was the correct move or not, but force had to be shown. We can't be pushed around. So I don't know all the details, but I think something had to be done in that situation.
Do you support the additional security at airports? Explain.
I absolutely do. As a frequent flyer, I want to make sure that something like 9/11 could never happen again. I would actually be a proponent of adding additional technologies to make sure that things like that don't happen again.
Do you believe the government should be able to listen to phone calls or read private emails in order to fight terrorism?
I think there's a level where you have to draw the line. You can't invade privacy. You can't, listening in on people's conversations. But I think that we also have a right to protect our security as a country. And if we suspect of someone of terrorist acts, yes, absolutely.
Do you think that terrorism can be defeated? Why or why not?
It's tough because you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's that one person or two person thing. Maybe 10 people. So it's hard to find a couple people or maybe 10 people out of the millions and millions across the country that are trying to do something. It's a needle in a haystack, and it's a challenge for sure.
Has 9/11 changed you at all? How so?
Absolutely. I fly all the time, as you know, and it's something that's on my mind. I watch people. I watch their mannerisms. I watch if they're digging in their bag while we're in the flight. Are they going to pull something out of that bag? It's absolutely changed my day-to-day life. Absolutely.
How has 9/11 changed our nation or the world?
I think before that, no one had ever attacked the United States on American soil, and it seemed very real then once that happened. And if we're kind of, the United States is a superpower. It's kind of like the biggest kid on the playground, and once someone attacks the biggest kid on the playground, people notice.
What lesson should we learn from the attack?
That we have to make sure that we do everything we can at all times to make sure that things like that don't happen. Can't get complacent in any category where there's a number of people like that, whether it be sporting events or airports. But we can't become complacent. We have to be diligent on security.
Why do you think it is important for students to learn about September 11th?
Absolutely one of the biggest moments of history. We're under attack. Literally, the United States was under attack, not by a country, but by a group of terrorists. Much harder to fight them back. If it's a country, you can go right at them. You know where they all are. You can, much easier to do. Yeah, absolutely. It's something you need to be aware of, so that it never happens in your lifetime.
That's all. Thank you, Tony. Thanks for talking to you.
Thank you very much, Logan.